cannot balance the ship. The captain discussed with the passengers to be able to lighten the load on the ship by throwing someone into the sea. Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Azahra Robiah. I will tell the story of the 21st prophet that we should believe in, and he is Prophet Yunus. Okay, let me tell you about one of the miracles. He was still alive even though he had been swallowed by a whale. Of course, by telling the story of the Prophet Yunus, there are many lessons that we can take. The miracle of Prophet Yunus. The story of the Prophet Yunus is told in the Al-Quran, Surah As-Saffat, verses 139 until 148. Prophet Yunus is the grandson of Prophet Yaqub. Allah sent Prophet Yunus to preach in Nineveh country. Nineveh people still follow the teachings of their ancestors, namely worshipping idols. At one time, Prophet Yunus came to the Nineveh people who were worshipping idols. Oh, you people, stop worshipping idols and have faith in Allah. Verily, Allah is the only one worthy of your worship. But the words of Prophet Yunus received a bad response. You say that because you're just a newcomer, so you don't have to interfere. Another answered, just go away. We prefer to worship a visible God, no one that is invisible like your God. Prophet Yunus was angry to hear the outrageous words of his people. You have gone too far for insulting Allah. Be prepared for the punishment from Allah. Finally, Prophet Yunus chose to leave Nineveh people, even though his preaching was not over. Shortly after the Prophet Yunus left, the weather became rainy, accompanied by thunder and storms. The people of Nineveh were very afraid and remembered that Allah's punishment would come. They realized Allah's powers and repented. So slowly, the weather returned to normal. Allah did not bring down his punishment because the people of Nineveh realized their mistakes. On the other hand, Prophet Yunus had arrived at the harbor and entered the ship that was about to set sail. At first, the weather was still clear and calm, but over time, the weather darkened. A storm rocked the ship. We have to get the goods out so the ship doesn't sink. Of course, the captain's decision this time was approved by everyone. However, after they threw all their belongings into the sea, the ship was still rocking and a little seawater was starting to enter. Looks like one of us has to get off the ship to make the ship even lighter. The captain's decision this time was rejected. However, seeing that more and more seawater was getting into the ship, they forced to agree with the captain. They drew a lottery who will get off the ship. In the first lottery, Prophet Yunus' name was chosen. They felt bad for Prophet Yunus and decided to do another lottery. However, Prophet Yunus' name continued to appear 3 times in the draw. When they were about to draw again, Prophet Yunus stopped. It's okay, this is indeed my destiny. Let me go down. Allah, forgive me for leaving my people. Maybe this is what I have to bear. Shortly after the Prophet Yunus threw himself into the sea, a whale came and swallowed his body. Prophet Yunus was fainted for several days in the whale's stomach. When he woke up, he felt extremely thirsty and hungry. With the rest of his strength, Prophet Yunus prayed, as in the Al-Quran, Surah Al-Anbiya, verses 87. La ilaha illa anta, subhanaka inni kuntu minadh dhalimin. Instantly, the whale spilled Prophet Yunus on an island. Prophet Yunus immediately walked, looking for fruit that could be eaten, because he was very hungry. After eating enough fruit, Prophet Yunus realized that the island he was now on was the land of Nineveh. Prophet Yunus believed that Allah guided him to return to the people he previously left. Prophet Yunus walked limply to approach the settlements of the Nineveh people. How surprised was Prophet Yunus when he arrived at the settlements of the Nineveh people. There were no big idols, no people who usually worshipped idols. One of the residents of the Nineveh people realized the presence of Prophet Yunus and told him to the others. The presence of Prophet Yunus was greeted very kindly. They explained that they now repent and believed in Allah because the coming of the punishment from Allah proved that they had made a mistake. That is the story of the miracle of the Prophet Yunus. Hopefully, we can learn the practice from the story of the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. Lots of remembrance, patience, patience, and patience. Being patient is indeed a bit difficult to do, but we have to try it, okay? Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.